More local news tonight. Just about everyone took up some sort of hobby at the beginning of the pandemic, and one local mom spent the start of quarantine tackling a lifelong dream. Now, 2 years later, it's becoming a reality. Christina Laurie has more.
Laura Ann Bird's life could be about to change.
It's crazy to me that something I wrote at a local coffee shop and then revised and edited at my kitchen table is now being published and put into people's hands.
You know who else wrote their first book at a coffee shop? J.K. Rowling.
I don't really like being in the spotlight.
Like the Harry Potter author, Laura is rather reserved.
For me, I would rather just write the books and then send them out into the world.
A mom with a wild imagination, although hers doesn't involve wizards, only Wisconsin.
I always knew I wanted to write a children's book, so I thought I need to take this moment and build it.
15 years ago, an image of a girl popped into Laura's head. That girl would eventually get a name, Claire, and that idea, a title, Crossing the Pressure Line.
The first time I went up north with my now husband, we crossed that point and he rolled down all the windows and he started yelling, "We're crossing the pressure line. Feel it? There's more oxygen in the air."
For Laura's family, the pressure line is a real place, northern Wisconsin, where 39 crosses Highway 8, just north of Tomahawk.
It's where my husband taught my kids how to fish. It's where I ran into a bear.
Yes, that really happened to Laura. And she took that story and strength back to Madison, where during the pandemic,
I just kind of reached the point where I thought, my gosh, like if I died tomorrow, I wouldn't be satisfied.
She found a publisher, Orange Hat in Waukesha.
While my 3 children were upstairs doing online school every day.
And while her kids were learning at home, Laura was revising her own assignment.
I can't wait for kids to read it.
Now her 254-page debut novel is ready, and Laura is too, anxious for middle grade readers to jump into the Wisconsin world she created.
You cross that point where you can just kind of like, exhale.
No wizards, just Wisconsin. In Madison, Christina Laurie, News 3 Now.
Laura is already working on edits and revisions for a second book. In the meantime, you can find Crossing the Pressure Line starting on Tuesday in many Madison area bookstores.